What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. And today we are reviewing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Dude, I am shocked. I knew this movie was gonna be good I knew it was gonna be as good as the first one. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that this movie was so good that I maybe, retracting my statement, maybe. Because I think both movies, right, are amazing in their own way, right? But the sequel, man, in my opinion, this is the movie that made Miles Morales truly a household name. Because you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that the inspiration for Miles Morales was Donald Glover, where in that one scene in Community, he wore a Spider-Man costume, which inspired the creator of Miles Morales to create Miles Morales. And speaking of Donald Glover, he makes a cameo in here. In my personal opinion, I think Across the Spider-Verse, I'm gonna downright say it, I am so surprised all these recent anime movies have been doing so great. And Across the Spider-Verse, I'm going to downright say it, has better story, character development, and emotions than the entirety of Quantumania. Yep, I've said it. And Across the Spider-Verse is definitely going to be one of my favorite movies of this year, 2023. Or by recording this video much later on. But what I thought of the characters, I loved almost every single one of them, honestly. The characters that I was iffy on in the first one, how can I explain this? Gwen, I thought was great in the sequel. And you couldn't think about it, this is essentially her movie. Her and Miles' movie. And I did love how they gave her a lot of character development here, where she reconciles with her father after, the death of Peter Parker in that universe. And my God, dude. My God, in my opinion, Spider-Man 2099 is essentially the villain of this movie, or at least for Miles. And now, because I understand why, because he broke canon and went to another universe where he's happy. That universe died, which is why I understand. And the cameos is you have Spectacular Spider-Man, Spectacular. Yep, that Spider-Man's back. And then you have Andy Samberg as Scarlet Spider-Man, he's essentially Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And then you have Indian Spider-Man, which I thought was a great character, and I like the world of it. But because he didn't experience, that his tragedy, we don't know whether or not his universe is going to die now. In my personal opinion, and you even have Insomniac Spider-Man cameo, I'm like, what? I'm shocked. Man, I had a giant smile on my face. And then you have the live-action Prowler, played by Donald Glover. I'm like, is that where Donald Glover was the whole time in the MCU? And this movie manages to fix the post-credits scene in Morbius. Even though it should never have been a problem in the first place, but hey, I guess Sony learned from their lesson, I guess. I'm like, finally, Sony, you're actually smart for once in your life. But personally, even the family dynamics in your back. Peter B. Parker's back. I thought another great character. And then we have Spot, who is revealed to be the guy who got hit in the head with a bagel. And you know how Spot in the comics, I myself don't really know that much about Spot, the villain Spot, and that he's just a lame villain. And they do kind of play with that joke until he gets really powerful. I'm like, okay, I'll take you seriously now. And then we have the ending. My only problem with this movie is its cliffhanger ending, honestly. Like, yeah, it technically resolved things with Gwen's arc, but I'm just still kind of iffy on the cliffhanger, though. Like, that's my only criticism about the movie, is that they could have handled it a bit better. Just a little bit. So for that, I'll give this movie, by the way, a 9 out of 10. But, so Miles, first of all, what do you expect was going to happen when you were trying to test on a device that you knew nothing about? And I guess because the DNA, thanks to that spider, he got transported into the wrong universe. Which is why, when, like, I was confused, like, and then Miles' mother's like, what's Spider-Man? And that kind of confused me, like, wait, what? And then it is revealed that he's at the wrong universe. And speaking of that, remember that spider from the first Spider-Verse movie? Well, it turns out that it comes from a completely different universe. In this universe, his father is dead and Uncle Aaron's alive. And not only that, but the Prowler is Miles Morales himself. An essentially new version of Miles Morales in the form of the Prowler. Overall, dude, my God, like, I cannot wait until Beyond the Spider-Verse, happens. I hope in Beyond the Spider-Verse that they wrap things up not just well, but have, I hope things go crazy with the third movie. Just go all out or something. And then you even have the Lego Spider-Man here, by the way. Who is in that part in the movie was actually made by a YouTuber. That is crazy. That's actually, bro, if I had the opportunity to do a Hollywood movie like this, I would do it. Or do a cameo or something. Ah, boy. It would be great. But yeah, man. Overall, this movie is not only a great follow-up to Into the Spider-Verse. Some people will argue that this is better than the original. I won't disagree on them, because I like both. Both of them are equally amazing. Alright? But yeah, with that being said, overall this movie gets a 9 out of 10. And that's it. Across the Spider-Verse came out this year in 2023, or rather, according to this video, it came out in 2023, and is so far having a massive success, and it is doubling the box office of its original, if not more. But yeah, I want you guys to stay tuned for more movie reviews, like Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.